It up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Right now, 185. I'm coming. Check 3.
And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Carr gives to Rashard. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14 at the 16-yard line.
Now, 180. Express.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Heavy.
Here I come again. Check safety, check safety.
It's
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Darren Lee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Express.
Let's go. Hey, we got 53, Mike 53.
That's it.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on second down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Yellow.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike,
Mahomes now on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
What's up?
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Check right, check right. White.
From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
It's now third down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Express.
Football. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go.
OP. Go Chief.
Check 24.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. (21-0) our score after one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let him know. Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
Mike.
Yellow. Let's go, blue lane. Check. Hey, Ripley, here we go, finish the game.
80 weapons.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Block the run. Shit. H3, 218. Chopper.
15.
Go.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Now, that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Safety's creeping.
This is Richard. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Now it's Mahomes again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. His throw caught right around the 6. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run gets him 15 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age. Yeah.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to launch this thing right at, and that's caught inside the 35. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Completes it to Hardman. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's caught. Patton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down, Kansas City.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Check 9, check 9. No. Off.
Hey, Ribblins.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments. adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
The point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
42, Raiders 6. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
by
the time we have to leave the booth.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go. Check 43.
Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. That is a dangerous combination right there, as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Mike, you must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Carr now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. This time, the extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
You don't want it. Check, 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 check.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Get him, get him. Check 59, Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Rip left, rip left. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hero 15.
59's Mike, 59's Mike.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Throwing now is Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On the ground, Richard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Pass complete, Carr to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. I'm not ready. Banjo, 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 banjo. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Carr now to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs,
okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the
ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
About to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, it's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the kisses off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Every the cost.